Hello everybody. I've got a bit of a sore throat today, so I'm not working on harmonicas, which gives me a chance to make a quick video. I try to put out as much information as I can about how I solve problems and how I get a harmonica to play well. Because it's a simple instrument, but it's it's not so simple when you delve into it, into why it's not working, and there's a lot of details, and I'm sharing a lot of details. And the question I get the most is, okay, I don't want to deal with the big picture. Just tell me the bare minimum of what I need to know. Tell me the one thing that's going to make the harmonica play well. Tell me the only thing that I need to do. I've heard that embossing is really the only thing that you need to do, or I've heard that the secret is in doing the reed work and nothing else matters. Well, none of that is true. Everything matters, and there is not one part that is necessarily more important than the other. If I had to say one thing, it would be, of course, getting the reed to pass through the slot in the best possible way. So you would call that reed work. But if you think about it for more than a moment, it's not just the gap of the reed, and it's not just the shape of the reed. It's the slot itself. It's what's in between your mouth and the slot. So sort of everything has to sort of build upon the next thing, so that you have a solid foundation on which this reed passes perfectly through the slot. How do you get the reed to pass through the slot perfectly if, let's say, this side of the slot is higher than this side of the slot on the end? Let's say they're even at the middle, but your reed plate is bent. How are you ever going to get the reed to respond? There's no way. There's no reed adjustment that's going to make that work. There's no way that if there's a big scratch in the reed or in the slot, that it's going to play well. If you're leaking air and one reed plate or an area of the reed plate is vibrating at a different frequency as everything else, it's not gonna play well. So everything is important. Every detail is important. Making your harp airtight will have a tremendous impact. It's instantaneous, and that's the easiest thing to reach. But it's not a guarantee either, and it's not going to get you to the level of a really good harmonica, like a custom harmonica. If you start off by doing reed work and then get frustrated because nothing is working, you're not able to get the result, the expectation, a nice snappy reed as you apply some breath to it. Nice response, loud slapping, sound. If that's not coming to you, and then you suddenly discover that, the reed plate is misshapen, and you adjust the reed plate, well, now your reed is going to be completely cockeyed. In reference to the reed plate, the slot that you've now made flat. So you've basically just wasted your whole time. What's a good place to start? I think an exciting place to start is reed replacement, because there's always a need for reed replacement. If you can play your harps and not blow reeds that often, great. But there's always going to be friends and neighbors who need a reed replaced, and you become a great resource if you can master it. So it's rewarding and it's useful. But it also relies on everything else. Once you put the reed in, it's not going to be properly adjusted, and it's not going to be in tune. So there's a great opportunity for you to practice reed work and tuning so that you can definitively say, I replace a reed and it's as good, if not better, than brand new, which should be your goal.